Hey there! If you are learning English on your own as an adult, you might be wondering, should I master listening and reading before I start speaking and writing? Or should I train all four skills separately? Well, here's the truth. The fastest way to improve is by using output, speaking and writing, to drive input, listening and reading. When you push yourself to speak and write, you are actually activating you already know, turning short-term knowledge into long-term memory. Welcome to Zoe's English. I'm Zoe. On this channel, I share practical, effective strategies for learning English efficiently. Today, I'll walk you through a systematic approach to mastering English on your own. Here's something most learners don't realize. If you don't produce enough output, all the input in the world won't help you. Listening and reading might fill your brain with information, but it's through speaking and writing that real learning happens. Studies show that input alone doesn't necessarily lead to better retention. Instead, it's output that solidifies what you learn and turns it into long-term knowledge. The ideal balance, 30% input, 70% output. Yep, that means you should spend twice as much time speaking and writing as you do listening and reading to see real progress. Now, let's dive into how you can apply this in your own learning journey. Key point 1. Thematic learning. If you are learning English on your own, the best way to stay motivated is to start with topics you actually care about. Food, travel, hobbies, current events, you name it. The key is to use a mix of videos and written materials and focus on one topic per week. Let's say you are interested in the topic of social media addiction. You can find videos and transcripts on sites like BBC Learning English or Voice of America VOA. Perfect for building vocabulary and improving comprehension. Today, we'll be using VOA News Words as an example. The videos are super short, just 1 minute. The anchor speaks at a slower pace, and best of all, they come with transcripts, great for beginners. Input, listening and reading practice. Listening can be tricky because sometimes we are just hearing sounds instead of really listening to meaning. Hearing is passive, like background noise. Listening, though, is active. It means focusing on pronunciation, vocabulary, and how words naturally fit together. Our topic today? Brain rot. Yes, that feeling you get after scrolling on social media for way too long. The only downside of VOA's videos is that the subtitles can be turned off. But no worries, here's how to make the most of it. First, listen. Ignore subtitles. Just focus on the pronunciation and try to catch the main idea. Second, listen plus reading. Watch with subtitles. Pay attention to word combinations and look up anything new. Third, listen and beyond. Ignore subtitles again. Focusing purely on understanding. Try listening at least 5 times. Final step, shadowing. Repeat after the anchor, mimicking their pronunciation and intonation as closely as possible. I gotta say, this topic hits home. Lately, I've noticed my attention span shrinking and my brain feeling foggy after endless scrolling. Classic brain rot symptoms. But hey, we are not doomed. How can we fight back? Let's brainstorm. Key point 2. Learn with purpose. If you want to learn effectively, don't just absorb information, use it. Set clear goals and apply new knowledge as you go. The best way to keep progress? Practice output, speaking and writing, while taking in input, listening and reading. Using ChatGPT Mia AI to supercharge your learning. Now, let's bring in some AI magic. We're going to use ChatGPT to boost reading comprehension, writing and speaking skills. But here's a twist. We're adding an extension that makes it even better. Install the ChatGPT extension. Head over to the Chrome Web Store and download voice control for ChatGPT Mia AI. Enable the extension. Once it's on, you will see a new button. Mia, your new friend and life coach. Sure, you can use ChatGPT as it is, but Mia? She's more natural, more interactive, and perfect for language learning. Definitely worth trying. Output: reading comprehension and writing. Step 1. Take the initiative. Now, let's put this to work. Take the transcript from the news video on brain rot and paste it into the checkbox. Then, type. Ask me 3 questions based on this transcript. This simple trick turns passive reading into active learning. It forces you to engage with the material, recall key details, and think critically. Alright, now that we've got Mia's 3 questions, let's break them down. Question 1. Why do you think the phrase brain rot was chosen as the word of the year for 2024? This checks if you really understood the main idea of the article. Question 2. Do you believe that consuming a lot of online content weakens intelligence? Or do you think it depends on the type of content? The key phrase here is do you believe? This isn't just about comprehension, it's about critical thinking and forming your own opinion. Question 3. How do you personally manage your screen time to avoid brain rot? This one makes it personal. When learning a language, reflecting on how it applies to your life makes things way more memorable. Step 2. Writing practice. Now, let's actually answer these questions. Think of it like writing a short essay. Aim for at least 100 words for your answers, and feel free to mix in phrases from the article with your own thoughts. Don't stress about grammar or vocabulary right now. Just focus on getting your ideas down. This is your rough draft, and we'll refine it later. First, get your thoughts out, then polish them. Now, you might be thinking, why not just let AI write the answers for me? Here's the deal. Our goal today is to fight brain rot, not make it worse. The more you actively think and express your ideas, the better your learning sticks. AI can help refine your writing later, but you need to do the thinking first. Step 3. Interactive discussion. Once I finished my responses, I wrote about how I manage my screen time, but I also admitted that I sometimes struggle with it. So instead of just asking Mia to correct my writing, I tried something different. I asked, would you give me some suggestions? Now, instead of just fixing my mistakes, I turned it into a real conversation about brain rot. This keeps learning dynamic, engaging, and interactive, which, let's be honest, makes it way more fun. Ready to try it yourself? Output: speaking practice. Now, it's time to switch to voice mode and have a real conversation with Mia.
Well, I try to avoid endless scrolling online. I think it's good for me to set a goal and to learn a certain topic, such as learning with English news words.
That's a solid plan. Turning your screen time into learning time is a power move. Maybe you could challenge yourself to learn a new word every day.
To make the most of this, I'll treat Mia like a knowledgeable friend, asking for her opinions, insights, and even challenging her responses to keep things interesting. Since I'm using the free version of ChatGPT, I can adjust the speaking speed. If Mia speaks too fast or I need more clarity, I can simply ask, can you give me more examples? Could you explain that in a different way? Turning conversations into a learning gold mine. One of the coolest things about chatting with AI, every conversation gets served as text. That means I can turn my chats into a personalized learning resource. Here's how. Try this command. Mia, can you give me 1. Collocations and phrases from our conversation? 2. Sentence patterns based on what we talk about. Only include your responses. Mia will then generate custom-made sentences based on my progress. By memorizing and practicing them in my next chat, I will naturally expand my vocabulary and improve fluency. This way, I'm not just passively learning, I'm actively building my own personalized English toolkit. Pretty cool, right? Output: writing, essay refinement. Step 1. Putting ideas together. Mia just gave us some great tips on avoiding excessive internet use. Now, let's take those ideas, along with our answers from the reading comprehension questions, and turn them into a 200-word essay. See what just happened? The hardest part, coming up with ideas, is already done. And guess what? Our content just got richer and our word count doubled without the stress of staring at a blank page. Writing an essay suddenly feels a whole lot easier, right? Step 2. Sign up for a WordTune account. Now it's time to refine our essay and make it shine. Sign up for a free WordTune account. The free version works perfectly for short text revisions. Once you are in, you will see some awesome editing tools. Rewrite makes sentences clearer and smoother. Formal polishes your tone for academic writing. Casual makes your writing sound more natural. Expand adds depth to your ideas. Shorten trims unnecessary words for clarity. Synonyms suggest stronger word choices. Continue writing helps you build on your own thoughts. These tools will upgrade your writing instantly without changing your original ideas. Step 3. Fine-tuning with WordTune. Now, let's put it to work. Paste your 200-word draft along with your essay topic into WordTune's editor. Here, you will see red underlines which refer to grammar fixes, purple underlines which refer to areas that could be improved. For example, WordTune might suggest adding an S to reflection since it's countable. I think could be changed to "in my opinion" for a smoother transition. Some sentences can be expanded for more depth or shortened for better flow. Keep refining until your essay is grammatically correct and flows naturally. But don't over-edit. Keep your voice and ideas intact. Making WordTune your personal writing coach. Think of WordTune as your personal writing coach. Unlike letting ChatGPT write an essay for you, this method builds on your ideas, just like a teacher guiding you through edits instead of handing you the answers. And here's the secret to real improvement. Commit to writing just one essay per week. Do this consistently, and you'll be shocked at how much your writing skills grow over time. Key point 3. Deliberate practice. Let me hit you with a top question. It's already 2025, and you've been learning English for a while. But do you honestly think that within a year you can reach the level you want? Whether that means acing a proficiency exam or chatting effortlessly with native speakers, how confident are you? What's your success rate? 80%, 50%, or maybe lower? Now, let's break this down with a little math. Imagine the success rate of an action is just about 10%. Pretty low, right? But here's the game changer. How many times do you need to repeat it to push your success rate to 90%? The answer? 22 times. Why? Because mathematically, it works like this. In plain English, if something only works 10% of the time, that means it fails 90% of the time. But if you keep trying, 22 times to be exact, you shrink that failure rate to just 9.84%, meaning your chances of success skyrocket to 90%. This is the power of repetition. Success isn't magic, it's action. The more we practice, the more we win. That's the golden rule. Practice makes perfect. But here's the catch. It's not just about repeating the same thing mindlessly. It's about deliberate practice, actively improving every step of the way. How to apply it to English learning? If we take a structured weekly approach, focusing on one topic per week while practicing listening, speaking, reading, and writing, here's what happens. We build a strong vocabulary and sentence patterns. Our spoken fluency and writing skills improve. We gain more confidence using English in real situations. Now, if we repeat this process for 22 weeks, guess what? In just 6 months, we'll see massive progress. So the question isn't, can I improve my English? The real question is, are you willing to repeat that process enough times to succeed? Are you up for a challenge? So what do you say? Are you ready to take on this 22-week challenge? Build a structured learning plan and start taking action today? If you are in, drop a comment below and type, I accept the challenge. I'd also love to hear about your personal learning goals. What's your biggest motivation for improving your English? Let's make this a space where we keep each other accountable. Quick recap what we learned today. Today, we explored 3 game-changing methods to help you level up your English efficiently. First, thematic learning. Pick topics you love and practice listening, speaking, reading, and writing in a balanced way. Second, learning with purpose. Prioritize output-driven learning, speaking and writing, to lock new knowledge into your long-term memory. Third, deliberate practice. Set clear goals, stay consistent, and use AI for feedback, and keep refining your skills. Got questions about learning English? Ask away in the comments. I'd love to create more content that helps you on your journey. If this video helped you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Your support means the world. See you in the next one. Bye!